Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest Wall Tutorials. I am Coach ZZ, and in this video we're going to go over the new weapon that is going to be the Sacred Staff. So pretty much I was able to get this weapon pretty much through the two chest draws that you actually get through by using purchase gems, but you're going to be able to see this weapon right over here. So pretty much with this pretty much, I would say that this weapon is actually going to be a successor to Cliff's Holy Staff, as it does have an ability from that particular weapon. But I say the biggest comparisons that you are going to actually compare it to, or the other weapon you will actually compare it to, is going to be the Mysterious Crystal, which actually is quite good. How does it compare to it in terms of what it can actually do? And you're going to see big differences between those two weapons. Pretty much one, the Mysterious Crystal, being able to actually give really good buffs and also some debuffs, while this one is going to be used for debuffing and also for protecting your characters. So pretty much over here in the information about this weapon, you're going to see its basic stats. So 20 to your magic power, 28 to your healing power, and 66 to attack power. Then if you go in here, as you level it up, at level 1 you're going to get plus 10 to your max in HP if this is equipped on a high priest. Then at level 35 you're going to recover 2 MP at the start of the turn. At level 40, you're going to get plus 12 max MP if you have expertise with this weapon. And then also here going to be plus 12 to your healing power. Again, going to be if you have expertise with this weapon. So pretty much like I mentioned before, the weapon is called a staff, but is actually going to be considered to be a rod in terms of category. So pretty much that's going to be the basic stats of this weapon. So now I actually want to go and show you what this weapon can actually do. So you're going to see that these two characters are left with 1 HP. That is intentional to actually show the abilities of this weapon. So here, going to go into a battle. Okay, so over here you're going to see 2 buffs on my High Priest, and then also a buff on my Dragon as well. So here, the first buff that you're going to see is going to be Sudden Activation ability. That is going to be Holy Protection, Seinaru Mamori. So this is going to cost 15 NP, and at the start of the battle, the wielder's guard rate is increased with the chance of also increasing the guard rate of a random ally. That's going to last 4 turns. So you can see that I have increased guard rate with my High Priest, and then also with my Dragon as well, though I have 2 ranks with my High Priest and only 1 rank with my Dragon. Then over here you're going to see pretty much the buff for a protective shield. So this is going to be Ikinari Mamori no Tate, which is Sudden Activation Protective Shield. So that's going to cost 8 MP, and at the start of the battle the wielder is bestowed a protection from all debuffs. That is going to last 3 turns. So now I want to go into other abilities of this particular weapon, so I'll be right back. Okay, so now that I am at my High Priest, the first one that I actually want to go over is one that I'm going to actually skip one first, but here I want to actually show Zaoraru, which is going to be a resurrection skill. So with this is going to cost 25 MP, and it revives a fallen ally with 50% of their HP like this. Now that I'm back at my High Priest, I'm going to go over the next ability, which is going to be right over here. This is going to be Rizaoraru, which is going to be a buff, but it's going to be a buff that actually revives a character. This is going to cost 30, or in this case, 53 HP and MP, and what it does, it places a resurrection buff on a character that activates when the character dies and resurrects the character for 25% or 50% of their HP. I'm going to do it on this character here. Okay, so what we saw there was the actual buff, Rizaoraru. So that actually did work. So you saw that my dragon here actually recovered 25% of his HP. So that's actually quite a good buff to have on. Okay, so back with my High Priest, the next ability that I want to go over is going to be right over here. This is going to be Hikari no Kokuin, which is going to be engraving light. So what this does, it actually does or puts two sacred seals on one enemy. So the sacred seals actually have one of two effects. One is actually going to prevent a buff from actually being put on the enemy, and the other one is going to be that pretty much when this effect wears off, the buffs that the enemy has on will actually be taken away. So with this is actually going to cost 15% of your max HP, MP, and you can use this up to 3 times in a battle. So I'm going to go ahead and use it on the Magmalon. So you can see that the Magmalon here actually has 2 holy seals on it. So that's going to be that effect there. Okay, back with my High Priest again. The next ability I want to go over is I actually want to backtrack a little bit right over here. So this is going to be Zaki. So Zaki is going to cost 12 MP, and what it does, it actually uses a cursed word to actually instantly kill an enemy. So I'm going to go ahead and use it on this evil fly right over here. In that case, it worked. So you actually did see an enemy use a buff on all the all the other enemies. So you can actually see with the Magmalon, the sacred seal actually went down to 1. So in this case, that particular buff actually did not have any effect. So in this case, that's not going to change anything that happened with the increased defenses to spell damage. Now that I'm back at my High Priest, I want to go over the final ability, which is going to be right over here. This is going to be Iyashi no Hijiririn, which is going to be Healing Sacred Circle. So with this is going to recover the HP of all characters with a rare chance of putting a holy or a sacred seal on one enemy, and then for a random ally, a very rare chance to gain a strength of protection, which will last 1 turn. So if you remember, strength of protection will give you one of 2 effects. It will either protect you from lethal damage or give you a protective shield effect. So here, going to go ahead and use it. So in this case, I did not get that special effect, but here I actually want to go ahead and try it again. So in this case, okay, good. So in this case, I was actually able to get both of the effects. So let's see. Once I actually get to one character. So there you actually saw that again. There was a holy seal put on that particular enemy there, and that actual debuff missed. But in the case of my dragon, you did see it have the strength of protection, but it actually lost it after the enemy used sweet breath to put my characters to sleep. So that's going to be the sacred staff. So here I'm actually just going to go ahead and end this battle. Okay. Okay, so that was the sacred staff, though it's not a staff, it's actually a rod. But you actually did see the effects of a lot of its abilities. So I was actually able to instantly kill an enemy with Zaki, and then you actually did see me get the rare and very rare occurrence for the healing sacred circle. So being able to get a holy seal on one enemy, and also the strength of protection for one of my characters, which were actually used right away since a buff was put on that particular enemy, and a debuff was put on my character, so that was actually that there. But yeah, you actually saw how this actually particular weapon actually works. So definitely it does have good healing, very comparable to, I would say, the mysterious crystal. The other side to this weapon is that it's going to mainly be used for protection, so protecting your characters. So that's actually going to be quite different from the mysterious crystal, which is going to be used for mainly buffing your characters in terms of offensive attacks. So that's going to be a very big difference in terms of how you would use the healing weapons. So definitely this weapon would be good, definitely on a character or a enemy that is going to be using a lot of buffs. So with the holy seal pretty much preventing any buffs from occurring on an actual enemy. So again, that engraving seal is actually going to be you'll be able to use that 3 times during the battle, so that's actually pretty good. But yeah, so in terms of using this weapon, definitely I'm not sure if I want to use it going forward in regular battles or Hokuto battles. I mean, it could be useful, but I still like using the mysterious crystal just for getting those offensive attack buffs. That's actually quite good, and good for taking down an enemy as fast as possible. But definitely in terms of a secondary healing weapon that I would probably use in a battle such as this super high difficulty battle, I would definitely use this particular weapon. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this battle here. Definitely what I want to try to do next is actually use this particular weapon in a battle against the maiden dolls. So definitely this could actually work out quite well. So definitely you're going to see a maiden doll Mega Monster video coming soon. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you would like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.